Howdy, YouTube friends. So, I think it was early part of last year, I won a custom made to order custom knife from JC Mountain and Jar and Gomer's Knife Shop. I didn't know Gomer then at the time. I'd been knowing JC for a while. So, I'd never thought about this being real, so I just try to cut to the chase and keep this short, slow talker, so I won this knife, and I liked JC, of course, already back then, and I didn't want to abuse this opportunity, so I wanted to try to keep it small and simple. So, I ended up being with this leather sheath. This is how I designed this, drew everything. I didn't give them real exact measurements or anything. And this is palm wood, which I think looks really good. All the fibery lines. Very cool. So I carried it and used it for, I don't know, like maybe 6 or 8 months. And I often do not have a belt. So this doesn't quite fit this anymore because things are different. But I often don't have a belt. I want this Amigo on me all the time. So I had put a Alti-clip tuck, and I tucked it up in this belt loop, and then the clip was right here, so that could clip in waistband or pocket. But this handle was a lot thicker, and then with this thick leather sheath, it ended up being that a lot of times I was just grabbing this whole thing and just putting it in my front pocket. And it was kind of a bulky thing in my front pocket. So, I ended up, me and Gomer have been friends now ever since. I love his work, so I asked him to do some more stuff. So he thinned down this handle quite a bit. It was pretty fat, which it felt great, and it gave you major push cut power. But I don't really need major power for this small blade. I need it to be carryable. So I had him thin this down, and this was a lot darker with just a few fibers showing. Maybe it'll darken up again, but I think it just brought all these fibers out a lot more. It looks so much better than it even looked before. I mean, it was great before, and now it's perfect. So also, I'm pretty much always a Kydex guy because I need things to clip to me without a belt. Everything's clipped to my waistband usually. So, I'm pretty alright at making Kydex stuff, but I've never done any leather work. So while Gomer had this, I asked him, and I've been bugging him about Kydex because he always does leather. So I love the look of leather, but in the past I haven't been able to have it on me so well, with just a leather belt loop. I don't have a belt often, so this is like Gomer's second ever Kydex, and then his first ever Kydex wrapped in leather, and this is my first ever Kydex wrapped in leather too. I love the look of it. I love the leather look and how the Kydex functions, and a clip. And this thing clips to everything: belts, pockets, waistbands, and it's actually hard to get it off your waistband a lot of times. It's kind of a struggle. Everything catches in there. You gotta like pry and get it off. So Gomer, thank you so much for doing all this again, letting me send it back to you, reworking, remaking some stuff as I change my mind about things. There's Gomer's channel is called Gomer's Knife Shop, but his knife like brand company name is CNA Knife Works. You just barely see it behind the clip there. So I mean, this kind of extra, he did this things on here. So I'm loving this. Alright, at the moment I started out horizontal, right front, horizontal. And that was good, and now I have switched to outside right hand vertical. And that's being really great. I think I'm going with that. I maybe could flip this to be inside the waistband or in the pocket. But I want this always pretty much on my waistband, and then I can also have a folder in my pocket. So yeah, Gomer. JC and Gomer, thanks for doing this contest. Gomer, thanks for making a custom knife a reality for me and redoing this. It's freaking awesome. It's perfect now. I mean, it was great and now it's perfect. I love this thing. Oh, here's his CNA Knife Works. I think there's some other thing I wanted to say. I got my Amigo bead back on here with a new leather lanyard, and that's perfect too. My pinky can grab a hold of that. I'm loving it. I think I'm forgetting to say something. If I remember, as soon as I stop the video, I'll come back like I do a lot of times. So thank you, JC. Thank you, Gomer. Thank y'all for watching.